Good morning, my dear cadets of class 8. How are you all, my dear cadets? Okay, very good. Children, in this session, we will revise the story or the chapter, How the Camel Got His Hump. Now, why are we going to revise? Because you have to write your monthly test next month. Right, children? Okay, so let's revise this lesson. So let's revise once again, children. Introduction. In the beginning, the world was new. The animals were just beginning to work. For whom, children? For man. There was a camel. And where did he live, children? He lived in the middle of a howling desert. He did not want to walk. Who? The camel. He ate sticks and thorns. He said hump when anyone spoke to him. Horse, dog, and ox. The horse went to him on Monday morning. He asked the camel to come out and trot to move around, to do some work. But the camel said, hump. The horse told the man about it. The dog came to him. He asked him to walk. But the camel said, hump. The ox came to him. The camel said to him too, what? Hump. The ox came to him. The camel said the same thing. Okay, double time. The man called the horse, the dog, and the ox. He told them about the camel. To compensate the camel's work, he asked them to work double time. The three animals got very angry because it was not their fault. They held a panchayat. Panchayat means meeting. There came the jinn of all deserts. Complaint. The horse complained to the jinn about the camel. He told the jinn that the camel did not walk. He said only hump. The jinn assured them that he would set the camel right. Ugly camel. The jinn found the camel in the desert. He was looking at his reflection in water. The jinn asked him to walk, but the camel said, hump only. But as soon as he said this, he saw something strange. He saw his beautiful back was puffing up and puffing up and puffing up. He was very proud of his back. Now it turned to be very ugly. Why, children? Because now he developed a hump on his back. The hump. The jinn told the camel that it was his own hump. He himself had brought it upon him. How? By not doing any work. The jinn ordered him to walk, but the camel said that he couldn't walk. The hump was a big hurdle. It was a burden to him. The purpose of the hump. The jinn told the camel that the hump had a purpose. The camel had not done work for 3 days. He would always be able to work for 3 days. He would be able to work now without eating any food. He could live on his hump. The jinn asked the camel to behave properly. Camel's behavior. The camel went away to join the three. From that day, the camel always has a hump. But he has not caught up with his 3 days. He had missed them at the beginning of the world. He has not yet learned to behave. That means he's the same camel. The questions and answers. What tasks do you think were assigned to the dog and the ox? The dog was assigned the task of fetching and carry. To fetch means to bring and carry. The ox was made to plow the fields. So, now the second question. Why did the camel live in the middle of the desert? The camel lived in the middle of the desert because it didn't want to walk. What made the dog, the horse, and the ox very angry? The dog, the horse, and the ox were angry because their master, told them to work double time to make up for the camel's idleness. How did the jinn know the horse was complaining against the camel? The jinn was the master of deserts, so he was able to know easily who the animal with a long neck and long legs was. Comprehension check, page number 5. The camel was looking at his own reflection in the pool. What does it suggest to you about the camel? This statement suggests that the camel loved its own image in the pool. Perhaps he considered himself handsome looking. The camel said hump repeatedly. How did it affect him? The word hump annoyed the jinn. It made him angry. He turned hump into the hump on the camel's back. What, according to the jinn, was the use of the hump? The camel's hump contained food material. It helped the desert animal go without any food for 3 days. He has never yet learned to behave. In the light of this, what is the writer's opinion about the camel? The writer is of the opinion that the camel has now changed its nature and habits to this day. Page 6. Discuss the following topics in groups. Children, you're not in school, you're not in your classroom. So, you think about the answer and write down in your notebook. Since you cannot discuss, yes. Question 1. Can this story be factually true? No, the story is not factually true. It is just an imaginary one. So this story is not factually true. It's an imaginary story. What, according to you, is the story about? You have to consider the following. How the world began. Why everyone should do his or her share of work seriously. How animals are important to humans. How the camel got his hump. So what's the answer, children? Yes, how the camel got his hump. What did you do over the weekend? Were you generally active or idle? Please check your bag before starting to discuss. Check whether you have developed a hump or not. No, you were not idle. So you cannot develop a hump like the camel in the story. Okay. On weekend I got up late and relaxed. Everyone does, yes. Late evening I watched my favorite TV serial. I played cricket in the afternoon. I have checked my bag and there is no harm. Why? Because I was not idle. I was quite active. Okay. There are broadly 2 categories of workers. Those who prefer to do today what they can do tomorrow, and those who prefer to do tomorrow what they can do today. Where do you belong? Okay, this has to be your own answer. So, I personally believe in doing my work promptly and well in time. Okay. Short answer type questions. Why did early man domesticate a few animals? Early man domesticated animals for different purposes. They used them to carry heavy loads, draw carts, and plow fields. Which animal, in your opinion, is man's best friend and most useful to? Obviously, the dog. The dog is man's best friend. It provides security and even draws the sledge on ice. It is known for its faithfulness. The horse and the elephants have also been very friendly to man. Yes, they have also been friendly to man. Do you think the camel renders no service to man? The camel is rightly called the ship of the desert. It renders a variety of services to man. It is the chief means of transport across the desert. Yes. It plows the fields and gives milk and meat to its master. Do you think hump on a camel's back has no use? The hump on a camel's back is an obstruction in riding, but it is very useful. So it is very useful. So it contains fat and food. A camel can get its food from the hump for several days. So it contains fat. Yeah, very true. Who was Jinn? How did he set the camel right? Jinn was in charge of all deserts. So Jinn was in charge of all deserts. So the horse, ox, and the dog complained to him about the camel's laziness. The Jinn scolded the camel, gave a hump on its back, and ordered it to serve man as did other animals. What made the three angry? The three, that is the dog, the horse, and the ox, were hard-working animals. They worked very hard. They did different works for men. The dog carried heavy loads. The horse drew carts, and the ox plowed the field. These three were fed up with the camel's laziness. He didn't do any work. So, one day, they complained to man about the camel's laziness. At this, the man became angry. He told the three to leave the camel alone and work double time to compensate his work. That made the three very angry. They held a panchayat, that is a meeting, but it proved in vain. So it was useless. In vain means useless. The camel was chewing and laughed at them. Chewing what? Cud. C-U-D, cud chewing. How did the camel get a hump? In the beginning, the camel was a lazy animal. He didn't want to work and lived in the middle of a desert away from other working animals. But the animals never forgot him and his nature. They wanted him to work like them. They complained against him to whom? To the jinn. He was in charge of all deserts. The jinn decided to punish this idle creature. He told the camel to work like other animals, but the camel showed no willingness to work. This made the jinn angry. He put a curse on the camel. Soon the camel's back puffed up into a big bump called the hump. That is how he got the hump, children. When did the animals start working for humans? When the world just began. Yes, we all know that. Where did the lazy animal live? In the middle of the howling desert. What did he like to do? He liked to eat sticks, thorns and prickles. He loved to sit idle, do nothing at all, and responded to everything by saying, Hump. Why did the three call the man? The three were fed up with the attitude of the camel. They called up the man to complain about him as he was not doing anything at all. No work. What was the man's reply to the complaint of the three? The man was sorry for the three and decided to leave him alone. He wanted them to work double time to make up for his negligence. Who was in charge of all deserts? The jinn was in charge of all deserts. He came rolling in a cloud of dust. How did the horse mention the rude behavior of the camel? The horse mentioned the jinn about the negligent behavior of the camel and also about his rude behavior. So he mentioned to the jinn, yes. What did the jinn plan to do with the camel? The jinn planned to hump the camel, that means set him right. And that is why he was punished. What happened? He developed a hump on his back. Children, some MCQ type questions, I think we have already done it. You have already done it. Doesn't matter. This is revision. Answer these questions once again. So, camel lived in the howling desert because, come on, take the correct answer. And you yourself, take out your textbook, open at that particular page and check the answers, okay? So, did you get the answer? Come on, hurry up, children. Answer these questions. Did you get it? Very good. Shall we move on to the next one? Okay. So, the dog went to the camel. How? Barking with a stick? Running with a can of water? Answer. Come on, children. Answer. Did you get the answer, children? Very good. Very, very good, children. Very good. So. Okay. Have a look at the question once again, children. Did you take the correct answer? Very good. So, we move on to the next one, children. Dogs asked the camel, what? Hurry up, take the correct answer. Did you tick? Very good. Shall we move on to the next one, children? Did you get the answer? Very good. Okay, next one. Man called the horse, the dog and dogs together and asked them to do what? Very easy, children. I'm sure you must have got the correct answer. Did you get it, children? Very good. Next question. The camel, what did he do? Laughed at the panchayat and said, Hump didn't come to the panchayat, came to the panchayat and begged pardon, threatened the members of the panchayat. What did he do, children? Do you remember the story? Very good. Come on, take the correct answer. You got it? Very good. We'll move on to the next one, children. So, the jinn came to the panchayat. How? How did it come? Very easy. Did you take the correct answer, children? Please tick it if you have not yet. Okay, now we will move on to the next one. This is interesting, you know. If you have read the story thoroughly, you can answer all the questions. And any and every question you can answer, I'm sure. Who complained against the camel to the jinn? Who complained? The man, the ox and the horse? The dog and the ox, the horse and the dog. Did you get the answer, children? Here's the question. Have a look at it once again. Take the answer. Come on. Correct answer. Hurry up. Okay. Next one. When the jinn went to the camel, what did it do? 4 options are given. You have to take the correct option. Read the question carefully, children. I'm sure you know the answer to this. Okay, have you completed? Very good. We'll move on to the next one, children. Why did the camel live in the middle of the desert? This is so easy, children, right? Okay, look at the options, children. Once again, I'll show to you. Okay, so here are the options. Now, you have to tick the correct answer. After that, check whether you got them all right or not. How are you going to do that? Take out your textbook, open at that particular page and do it. Children, please read and revise thoroughly so that you do well in your monthly test. All the best. Thank you. Goodbye, children.